Good morning class. So here is the first video of your new subject, which is CS Computer Science Python for class 11th, and your subject code is 083. So here let's talk about what is Python is, right? So Python is a general purpose and high level programming language. You can use Python for developing desktop GUI applications. So what do you mean by GUI? GUI stands for graphical user interface. आपने देखा होगा, you can see that there are a lot of good graphics and the designing is very good. So for that particular applications we use this Python. And websites and web applications. Websites, you know, that we use on web, we can see on desktop, and web applications which you can see on Play Stores, right? Like today you have your Teaching Next application also and website also. Python is a high level programming language that allow you to focus on the functionality of the application while taking care of common programming tasks, right? So the benefit of Python is it is easy to learn. You don't need a hardcore coding, or you don't have to revise or learn the so many things. It's very simple and it's a elegant syntax. The syntax are very easy that you can simply, when the moment you see, the moment you type, you can get to know and you just learn that thing. You don't have to learn a whole coding for a single thing. So here also, if you like, for example, if you want to add something, so if you write on the ideally 5 plus 2, it will give you 7. You don't have to write a coding for that. You simply write 5 plus 2 and it will give you answer, right? So it is much easier to read and write Python programs compared to other language like C++, Java, C#. Yes, it is easy from if we compare to these three languages, and it is easy to learn. Python has simple and elegant syntax. So it is much easier to read and write Python programs if we compare to other C++ and Java, C# languages, because in this there are inbuilt dictionaries from where we can easily get the code and use that particular code in the coding in our programs. You don't have to write the whole program, the whole coding again. You simply, what you have to do, you just take from the library, just inherit the code. So here the syllabus. The syllabus of Cycle Test 1, which is Unit 1, which is Computer System Organization, which is of, it will carry 30 marks. And second is Social Law and Ethics, it will carry 40 marks. So total is your 70 of theory and 30 of practical. You having a practical which carry 30 marks. So the total is 100 marks. So let's start with the introduction, the first chapter, which is a computer system organization. So here you all know what a computer is. It's an electronic device under the control of instructions stored in its memory, then access data, processing of data according to the specific rules, right? Produce information, which is output, and store the information for future use. You all know computer is what? We input something, it process, and it give us a output. That is what computer, how it's work, right? And of course it store the data also for future. Next is data are raw or other finding which by themselves are of limited values. Yes, now we talk about the data. What do you mean by data? Suppose 5, 6, these are the simple data, but if we add something with this, then it will give a new particular meaning. For example, if we add rupees 30, rupees 40, so it will give a information that I want 50 rupees, or I am giving you 50, 100. So that is what information is. Data has been converted into a meaningful and contentful language. So next, component of systems. Computer systems, you know, computer is a combination of hardware and software. So here hardware and software, you can see that. You all know what is hardware and software. Hardware is a physical component of a computer, like your motherboard, memory, devices, monitor, keyboard. These are the hardware, like your laptop. This is also a hardware, right? And what do you mean by software? Software is a set of program to instruct, for example, your Microsoft Windows, your antivirus. Next is input, process, outsource cycle. So here what is it happen? First of all, the data we enter, we input the data, then it will process and it will store in the memory also, then it will give you output, and in the form of output you will get the information. So here it accept the certain input process that input and produce the desired